Journal entry. Oh, wait, is it diary entry? I decided I'd make it diary entry. Never mind. Diary entry 2. Today is the second day I am doing this weird diary thingy, and today let's have just like a candid little chat. Um, the chat is between me and myself and my various accounts that I use to give myself 4 views, but doesn't matter. I have been known to talk to myself before, and I will do it again. So, what's on my mind right now? Right now, I am sitting in this random room. It's so dirty, and there's this huge pile of my clothes just lying there waiting to be folded, and I haven't done that. I'm just so relaxed, even though if I look at it, if I really, really look at it, I'll see that things are kind of crumbling around me, but it's okay. Part of being zen and part of being, a little tiny piece of the whole ocean of spirituality. I don't know where that came from, but part of being that way is just to accept whatever is happening around you as mud, the environment, the dirty, dirty environment in which lotuses bloom, and you, my darling, are the lotus. Ugh, everyone hated that. Everyone hated that. I'm just kidding. No, sometimes if we think about it, if we really think about it, we might think, you know what? There's nothing going right in our lives. And what is right? What is right and what is wrong? Everything is a matter of perception, right? That is something that I have come to learn through many, 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 weird lessons that life has given me. Because the thing is, what I realized was we're always chasing something in life, and we're always thinking, oh, you know what? I'm gonna realize happiness the moment I get this thing, or the moment I reach this place, or the moment I realize my goal. That's when I'm gonna be happy. And when you do realize it, you're not happy, because that happiness never came from within. It was an attribute of happiness that you gave a third party organization or something else, a thing outside of you. Happiness is something that comes from the inside. And that's what I realized. It's not things or places or mindsets that give happiness. Happiness is you. You're that happiness. And no matter what is happening around you, you're supposed to be happy. I mean, not supposed to be, but you should be happy, and try to make happiness in whatever situation you're given, because you'll be dealt a hand, and it's on you to decide whether that hand that you've been dealt with is a good hand or not. I am talking like as though I know the first thing about cards and card games, but I do not. I do not even know what card game hands come in. Is that poker? Is that a poker thing? Am I saying a poker reference right now? I want to learn poker, honestly. Like, that is something I really want to learn, because, like, that is something you can make money with, and I would love to make money or lose money. It's okay. Glass half full, half empty. It doesn't matter. I'm just kidding. So, anyways, what I was thinking about was so my whole weird routine these days is that I'm learning driving. So, I've been in a driving school these past couple days, and it's in the morning, it's early in the morning. So, I walk it up to my driving school every single day. And when I'm walking, I'm first of all wearing 5 layers of clothing because it is so cold. So as I'm walking bundled up, just like this weird ball of winter clothes, I sit and I kind of really think about what's happening around me and what's happening in my life and where I'm going, what I'm doing. And I just realized that there's this weird amount of stillness and peace that I have created within me. And it's just like these days, whatever's happening on the outside, like I said, the mess that you might see on the outside, it doesn't affect me anymore, because that stillness within is so strong and so powerful. It grounds me, and I feel so grounded in my own reality that I'm creating. It's like all this other shit outside, I am untouchable. As if I have this like weird ball of like, I don't know, special powers around me, or like this weird shield that's activated, and it just lets me be in this whole bubble of peace and tranquility. And there are certain elements that test this peace and tranquility. Oh my god. Like my brother, ew. This man has been sent into my life specifically to test my patience and test my limitations. Because if there is somebody who can get me out of this whole zen zone and mode of like peace and shanti and like all that other spiritual higher level shit, is this boy. This boy is the most annoying person. And that, my friends, is not his fault. That is my perception of him. Because if I'm getting annoyed by him, it's not on him, it's on me. I am the one getting annoyed. I can choose to not be annoyed, right? And that is something I've learned, which is super, super important. And that's something that changed my life forever. So I think I'm so grateful for him that he's annoying. This makes no sense, but stay with me for a while. I am so grateful that he is the way he is, and I'm so grateful that he is super annoying, because it helps me grow and become better as a person. And when I learn to let go of the bullshit that he does, which mind you is super, super irritating, I become better as a person. And somewhere along the line, I hope that he too becomes a better person when he deals with my bullshit, when I give in to his stupidity and I come down to his level and then start screaming at him, and then it's just a constant scream fest, and it's like two big egos clashing heads. Somewhere I hope that we both learn from this experience, and that's on letting go. I have learned to let go a lot these days. Like everything, just everything, it just slips off my back. I'm just like, you know what? Let go. Let go, let go, let go of grudges, let go of hatred, let go of jealousy, let go of anger, which is super difficult. Let go of greed, let go of desire, and let go of your ego. All of these things are the baseline of ego, the reason why we have all of these things in our life. Like I said, anger, jealousy, hatred, all these kind of things, is because we have an ego. And an ego means not only to be egoistical, but in a more psychological and even like a more spiritual sense, that we all have this identity, right? It's this identity, or this idea of self, me, I. I am a person, right? I am Vedika. Who is Vedika? And then you give all these attributes. Vedika has black hair. Vedika is kind. Vedika is generous. Vedika is loving. Vedika likes to read. All these things, these are identities. These are attributes that we give, tiny sub-identities that make up our main identity, and that's our ego. That is our sense of self. And the ego is super important because it is what gives us that sense of self, and it gives that sense of identity and sense of I am that person. But when that becomes a ruling factor in our lives, we can't let go. We can't let go of that identity, because the main purpose of the ego is self-preservation. When we overcome certain needs to serve ourselves and help others, or forego certain opportunities or certain things to give it to others, our ego doesn't like it at all, because the ego's main goal is to self-preserve and make sure that every opportunity, everything comes to us to nourish us. And when that doesn't happen, the ego goes in panic mode. And that's why when your opinion is not a selected opinion, or the favored opinion, or your idea, when you're in a group ideating together, when your idea is not preferred, you get butthurt, offended. And why is that? It's because your ego kicks in. It's a natural primal survival instinct. It kicks in automatically to be like, no, that is not right. things have to go our way, because I am here to self-preserve. I am here to make sure that my thing, my identity is the identity that is preserved and put forward. And when it is not accepted, that's when the ego gets hurt. And the only way to stop the ego from getting hurt is to hurt it. Sounds weird, but these tiny, tiny acts of, you want things your way, it's okay, I will let go. Even though I wanted things to go this way, I will let go, let you do it, let you take the reins. We're working together on a project, and I am someone who is bossy and I want things to happen the way I see them happening. I am going to give up the reins and I'm going to let you take it. That's the way to let the ego kind of get subdued and understand that nothing goes the way we want it to. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And if we live in a functioning, integrated society, we can't always have our way, even though we can in another transcendental sense. On a base level, three-dimensional base reality kind of sense, things can't go our way. There are what, 7.5 almost billion voices on this planet. If every single person had their way, then would anybody have their way? Right? By giving into everybody, we're giving into nobody, and it doesn't work that way. So that's why, to kill the ego, we have to put the ego in danger, and to calm the ego, we have to agitate the ego, and that is the only